Peace, Jaguar fam. Happy New Year. This is Left Side of the Brain. The first video for 2019. Yes, we made it to see another year. Aren't you happy? I'm happy to still be alive. I'm happy that I'm still being used as a vessel for information to the Jaguar fam. So without further ado, today's lecture is brought to you by Laffy Taffy. I love these banana Laffy Taffies. And the only reason why I'm doing this is to let you all know that I'm a real person. I'm not some perfect individual. And I would rather somebody give me information that was real. I mean, a real person who goes through real things so I can relate to everything that you relate to. And what better messenger than a real person with a soul? I am the leader of the Jaguar Nation. You're a leader of the Jaguar Nation. We are in it together, the United Souls, and we form like Voltron. We are a collective, and they can't stop this because the way we form is based upon the information, like we always say. So today's lecture or video is going to be based upon sort of a review of 2018 leading on up to 2019. We already say it's 2020. We may as well say it's 2020. And you know what we say, 2020 represents 2020 vision, because by 2020, even before 2020, like that's the cut off point, you know. It's the cutoff point right now. It's the cutoff point right now, but especially by 2020, there should be no doubt in your mind by 2020 about all of the things that we speak about in these videos. So let's review 2018. Okay, what happened? The history timeline of the channel. The channel was dismissed. We had the first channel. Okay, on that channel we grew up to we had like 6,000 plus followers on the first channel. The channel was dismissed. We had a lot of haters attacking us. We weathered the storm. We came back. The channel, we relaunched the channel in April. Let me see, January, February, March, April. Yeah, it was like April of 2018. Since that time, we dropped over 100 plus videos from then to now. So we've been moving. We did live streams since that time, and we are still here. So congratulate yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. And let's review some of the things we went over in 2018. Okay, we came out with all of these different terminologies. We did Q&As. We even had a quiz during the summer. If you go back to the summer, look up the videos we did in the summer. I don't remember which one exactly, but we even had a quiz, and it was very fun. So we have did a lot in 2018. We even went on a tour, a city tour in 2018. And some of you remember I did some Instagram lives. So if you remember, put it in the comments section. We did Instagram lives back in the summer of 2018. Now, like I say, on this channel, and that's just a 2018 review. So let's get into today's topic. The first topic for the new year, okay? Because I like to keep the information fresh. And lately the videos have not been coming as, fast as usual, because I'm working on things for this year, the first quarter of this year, like the book, and a lot of other things I have that I'm keeping on hush until I'm ready to present it to you. So that's what Left Side of the Brain has been doing. This is still fall semester, winter semester now. Winter, fall. But I like to keep the information fresh, and I like to keep, because fresh information is a sign that you have a soul. It's not redundant. Creativity is eternal. You see, our mind should reflect the space that's around us, and we all know that the space around us is never ending. So how can our minds not reflect the never-ending space around us? So that's why I'm about to bring some new information now. So I was thinking, right? And, you know, after everything we talked about in 2018, I was saying to myself, what can I bring to the Jaguar Nation for 2019? And it came to mind. I said, I was walking in a store, and it just dawned upon me. It said, I am not your friend, nor am I your enemy. Notice what I said. I'm not your friend, nor am I your enemy. Right? Now, this is another piece of the doctrine that you can take with you. So, place this amongst everything else we've learned. Now, the reason why I came up with this is because in our social day-to-day lives, we deal with them, those people that are not like us. But we still have to deal with them like we did in 2018. But we can't treat them indifferent, you know? We just have to be real to ourselves. You see? And it's like they don't owe us anything. Now, once you understand that, and along with that, don't expect anything from them. Okay? Once you understand that in 2019, you will have less disappointments. 2019 is the year for no disappointments. That's what we're saying right now. Because we understand who we're dealing with. Once you understand that they are human prison bars, you shouldn't have no disappointments when you're dealing with them. Because they are not our friends, nor are they our enemies. They just doing what they programmed to do. And we have to do what we are designed to do, which is to free ourselves. And what did we say in 2018? We said, what is healthy? No, what did we say? We said staying free and living healthy. That's our only purpose. Is keeping our minds free and living healthy. That's what we have to do in 2019, and realize that they are not our friends, nor are they our enemies. So when you're walking around day to day, whether you're in a supermarket, on your job, you have to just keep that in mind, that these people, when you're dealing with these people, forget about the word trust. Forget about trust. Forget about love. Forget about all of that type of stuff, because that's a dead end street, and we already been down that street. You see what I'm saying? So why keep repeating the years prior to this year? Keep getting disappointments, going down a dead end street, thinking that it's going to be some road at the end of the street, and you've already been down that pathway. And we've put out enough information that you should understand that by now. So if you want a job with these people, Say to yourself, these people are not my friends, nor are they my enemies. I'm just an employee on this job, and I'm a law-abiding citizen. You don't treat them disrespectfully. You still treat them respectfully, but you should know by now that you cannot be on the same frequency with somebody that doesn't think like you. If they don't understand this information, then it's going to be a toxic, anything outside of work or just your day-to-day business dealing with these people is going to lead to something toxic for your life in 2019. And I have realized this, and I'm just letting you know this is how we stay clean from these people in 2019. Because what can you benefit from dealing with these people? Ask yourself that. You can't benefit any kind of way. And 2019 is the year of no disappointments. 2019 is the year of separation. This is what we're saying. We have to separate further from these people, because even if that means your family, your earthly family, because I've been thinking, man, like this whole thing about family members and even the word friends and all of that, everybody is selfish on this planet. And especially if they don't think like us. You see, when we use the word selfish, we are referring to keeping ourselves free from their toxic mentalities, which is designed to conform us to the ways of this world. That's the only reason why I stay away from people. Not because I hate them or, any other reason, but primarily because I don't want to be conforming to them no more than what I have to. The little amount that I do have to conform day to day, I really don't want to do that. But we have to do certain things to survive. So I'm not going to place myself further into their system. So that's what we have to keep in mind in 2019. That we got to stay clean, you see. And I have divested myself from friends. I don't need friends. And I say it all the time on this channel. We come together based upon information. What is a friend? Think about it. What is a friend? You might say a friend is somebody that you can trust in. But what if you can't depend upon them? What if you trusted in them and they no longer are dependable? At some point in a relationship, it's going to fall apart. But one thing that will never leave you is the truth. The truth will never leave you. The truth is the right understanding to heaven. What is heaven? Heaven is peace of mind. And once you know these things and how it operates, you have less disappointments. So that's why I stay to myself, and I only deal with this channel. When I want to talk about real stuff, I start recording and I upload videos. This is my thing right now for 2019 moving forward, because friends will disappoint you, but I can guarantee you this type of information right here, it will never disappoint you. Because when you try to go against it, only thing you're going to do, you're going to be like, damn. You're going to be like, left side of the brain was just talking about that. I didn't believe him. I wanted to do my own thing. But I gotta admit, he was right. He was just speaking about that. I trusted this person. Even though I knew this person wasn't right, I gave them the benefit of the doubt. Because many times we have like this, just having a soul, it makes you have a optimistic outlook about life. You look at the world in through an optimistic lens, and you take for granted that everybody else around you is like that. But that is not true. And that's why we always end up disappointed, because we feel like everybody around us should be on the same level with us. And we keep trying to convince people, and we keep trying to convince ourselves that the world is going to become this brighter place, but it's not. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, the only thing that can become bright is your outlook within yourself, which is eliminating all of those false teachings and accepting the truth. When you do that, your life will brighten up, because you'll say to yourself, you know what? I don't need this person for me to feel happy. I don't need all of this materialistic stuff to feel happy. That's what you will say. Because you will realize that this truth that I have, they didn't give it to me. And since they didn't give it to me, they can't take it away from me. That's the only thing that you truly possess in this life. Everything else can be taken away from you. But it's a scripture in the Bible that says that. It says, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. Thank you, Spirit. And that joy is the truth, knowing that you are one of the chosen ones. Even by viewing this video right now, you are one of the chosen ones. This truth that you have, the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. You have to be the one to decide to backslide and go back into their way of doing things. These people, they got the plague, y'all. They got the plague. I'm gonna let y'all in on some real stuff. We living in the tribulation period right now. The mark of the beast is already out. These people have the plague. They have the plague. So let this bandana represent me being in a non-sterile facility. And this is a metaphor for what I'm saying right now. I'm protecting myself from inhaling the same air from these infected people, because they have the plague. So you have to stay more to yourself in 2019. If you wanna communicate with somebody, come to these videos. Come back to these videos. We got over 100 plus videos on this channel. We cover everything. If you go back from day one all the way up to this video, you will see that we cover almost anything you can think about on this Left Side of the Brain channel. Practical information. I still like from time to time to thank that subscriber who said that to me that time. I don't know if that person is still with us, but if you that person, leave it in the comment section. He said, we gotta keep this channel practical. And I said, you know what, brother, you are right. Practical information. This is not no gossip channel. This is not no Hollywood E-News channel. Everything we talk about, we use it in our day-to-day lives, right? So this is just a edification video. I just want you all to go into 2019 with your heads up. No matter what you going through, this is something else that the Spirit wanted me to say. You see, everything happens for a purpose, and everything has its season. So whatever is meant for you in your life, you cannot rush it. It's going to come when it comes. Just like the seasons itself. It's fall time right now. We can't rush. It's winter time right now. We can't rush the spring. The spring is going to come when it comes. Just like the seasons in your life. You can't rush it. Only thing you can do is survive through the storm. You got to survive through every season in your life. And when that time comes, you can look back. You can look back at the rough times and say, I made it. I made it to this year. I'm finally enjoying the fruits of my long suffering. That's what you have to say to yourself. You can't look at them. I don't look at them for inspiration. I'm my own inspiration. Because if I died right now, nobody would care. You got to say that to yourself. If you die right now, nobody would care. If you don't accept that, you haven't accepted the truth yet. See, some of y'all, you got these big egos. The reason why some of you can't accept that is because you still haven't got it yet. That these people, I don't even care if it's your brother, your sister, your cousins, your nieces. It don't matter. Nobody cares about you. You can only care about yourself. And when you get that, I'm telling you, when you get that, you really have grasped when we say living for yourself and not others. I'm telling you, I care about this truth. If it wasn't for this truth that I'm saying, I wouldn't want to be here. I've said it before. If it wasn't for me getting these insights, I wouldn't even want to wake up in the morning, man, because it wouldn't be no need for me to be here. When I'm somewhere sitting, waiting to be seen by a doctor, or in the lobby of a auto mechanic, where they had the magazines on the table, just listening to the conversations of the people around me is enough to make somebody, just go insane because of the lack of uninspiring words that comes from these people. And that's why I said I don't look for inspiration from these people, because this world will have you uninspired and dead just like them. And that's why I say, I wake up for insights, and I see them as a contrast of what I know I can't end up like that. I'm telling you, I won't end up like that. We can't end up like that. In 2019, we cannot. You got to admit that you're the only person who cares about you. Nobody can care about you like you can care about yourself. And you got to understand, when you walk out of your house in the morning time, you have to say to yourself, they are not my friends. No, you have to say to yourself, you are not my friend and you are not my enemy. Okay? You have to say that. You don't treat them indifferent. You just stay to yourself. Because they are bars. See this? See this behind me? See on them? They bars. This they purpose, to fence you in. They just bars. Can I get mad at that fence back there? Can I get mad at that fence? If you sit down and you talk to a dunce, can you get mad for the stupid responses that he give you? So why are you even discussing anything with these people? I told myself another thing in 2019. I'm not even going into conversations with people like these regular people. Again, they are not my friend and they are not my enemy. I'm just going to, not in a way that I'm better than anybody or thinking I'm smarter, but just to protect my sanity and to protect my time, because I can be using my time for something worthwhile instead of wasting it trying to convince somebody that they are something other than what they really are. In 2019, by 2020, you know how we say it's that time for perfect vision? I'm already at that point. But what I'm saying is, you should be able to look at somebody by now and know if they are a us or them. You should be able to cast your eyes on somebody, look at somebody, and when the light reflects off of them and goes back into your iris and processes in your brain in split seconds, when you download that information just by looking at them, you should already know what you're dealing with. Just by casting your eyes on somebody. That's a sense. Your eyes are connected to a spiritual sense. The sense of sight is also sight, psyche. You see the resemblance in the word? When you look at somebody, you should already have a psychic reading about that person as well. That's allowing you to be one step ahead of the competition. Because best believe, they know who you are. They know who you are. You might think they don't, but these are demons that we are dealing with, people. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. And it hasn't changed. It's going to be like this in 2020. You think these demons going to disappear? This is their home. This is their home. I've also come to that determination. This is their home. This planet, they do not. Somebody asked me, could I do a video on reincarnation? Somebody in the comments section the other day. Yes, I saw the comment. I haven't responded to it yet. Somebody else left a comment and they were saying like, Left Side of the Brain channel is the realest channel on YouTube. And then they put that 100 thing with the line underneath it. Yes, I saw that comment. I see all the comments. I haven't responded yet because I've been busy. I just responded to those two. But later today, when I get the chance, I'll go back to some of the comments I've read. And I've also noticed that it's some new people commenting that must be new to the channel. And also, I've seen some regulars who I would usually see in the comment section. Some of them have left. So we had a lot of people come and go in 2018. A lot of people left because of whatever they heard, because we was under attack in 2018 by other people on YouTube uploading videos about me. And I've seen some of the regulars getting affected. But it's like this. I don't care who stays or leaves, because I'm convinced in myself that I can't be inspired, be looking for inspiration through other people anyway. I have to keep going. And this is what I'm saying in this message, that you got to keep going. You got to keep doing you. You got to stay focused, 2020 vision. And you got to stay steadfast. And with that, I think nature is giving me a signal. It's starting to rain. So I got to listen to the nature around me. I don't want to get wet. So I'm going to end this video right here. You can't look at them as friends. You can't look at them as enemies. You just got to look at them as obstacles. I don't know what you want to call it. But you just got to avoid those obstacles. You can't look at them as anything other than that moving forward into the future. And with that, I'd like to end this video. This is Left Side of the Brain. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. Hit the likes button. If you haven't, also, I'd like to thank everybody who donated to the Patreon last year. Thank you. Much appreciated. You want to make a contribution to the channel, you can do that. I'll leave all of that in the description box. Yeah, so leave anything you want to say in the comment section. We got an Instagram. Add us on Instagram. And I'm going to do another video today, so don't worry. This is Left Side of the Brain signing out.